Hey guys, some gamer dude here. So today we're going to look at the expensive Royal Paladin cards from Miyagi Academy Cardfight Club, which is VBTO3. So this is all triple rare and Vanguard rare. So hold on to your wallets. It's going to be a bumpy, painful ride. Although triple rares aren't really that expensive, all things considered. But budget players might not want to buy them. But I recommend they do. I really recommend it. I know it's going to be 8 cards that are triple rare for your budget deck, but they're worth using. So let's start with Knight of Friendship K. Grade 1, 10,000 shield, 8,000 power, so standard stats. Automatic on Regard when he's placed from hand, so you can't call it from deck. From hand, Counterblast 1, search your deck for a Knight of Loyalty Bedivere, call it to Regard, shuffle your deck. Then continuous on Regard, during a battle it's boosted by Bedivere, it boosts Bedivere, it gains plus 3,000, so it becomes an 11,000 booster. Spoilers, Bedivere is very, very similar to this card. He also gains plus 3,000 when he's boosted by K here. And this is what I mean, the budget deck really should be using this. I know it's going to hurt the budget a little bit, but you should. And the expensive deck, you have no excuse. Alan has no place in the deck anymore. I'm sorry, Alan, you are redundant. The speed that this deck now has in these 2 cards is the kick in the right direction they needed. It doesn't require you to have a second card in the hand. It's on the Counterblast 1, and the power early on makes a dent. 24,000 is going to hurt things that are force pretty bad. And again, you just get 2 of these early, full field, right for no reason, and you just have it. And then it's just, look, here everyone is. Even if you just get 1 and you use, I don't know, Marin on the other side, because Marin's still worth using, I reckon. It's still just that speed you want. You want to have the speed. Royal Paladin needs to make a dent really early so that it doesn't have to deal with I can take that one, it's only 1 damage. Perfect guard, the other one. There. It needs to put the opponent into a position of perfect guard now, or eat your hand. It needs to do that early to get that momentum, especially as things are gaining more and more perfect guards and things are ramping up. I don't think anything's broken, don't get me wrong, but this power, I guess not power creep as much as it is speed creep, I guess would be the correct term, because it's not really excessively strong. It's specific, so it doesn't feel as busted. Well, it doesn't feel busted at all because it only interacts with the specific card where Alan interacts with anything. But yeah, definitely use this. There's no excuse not to. Bedivere is a grade 2, 5,000 shield, 10,000 power, triple rare, and as I said, similar effect. When placed from hand, you may call a Knight of Friendship K from your hand to Regard. If called, draw a card. So if you do have both, you can plus 1 without paying the cost, which is neat. So it really plays into the hand. Do you have K but not Bedivere? Well, K's going to go get you Bedivere. Do you have both? Well, 3 plus 1 for absolutely no reason. That's great. It's the speed again Royal Paladin wants. It's a turn later, yes, but it's the speed Royal Paladin really needs and wants. And as I said, when it's boosted by K, it gains plus 3,000, so the cards play into each other really well. I don't really have much more to say this. If you're playing Royal Paladin, I thoroughly and strongly suggest you buy these cards. I don't think you have another option. I don't think you're going to be able to compete without them. To be quite frank, I would rather use the resources on these cards than Blaster Blade right now. And if memory serves correctly, these will play into the Blaster Blade effect much better than Alan would anyway, because you don't need the extra cards in hand. And actually, Bedivere here becomes a free Alan if you have K in hand, which is pretty cool. So I like him. He's a good guy. Definitely loyal. Bang up fella. So let's go over to the big boy of the hour. Can he move in that? Monarch Sanctuary Alfred. Now, if memory serves correctly, the original version of this in the original game was a gold paladin due to Royal becoming gold for a while. It was weird and stupid. And Garmor's never come back. Garmor's like, screw you guys. I look fabulous in gold. Everyone's like, okay, puppy man, bye-bye. And we'll be talking about Garmor soon, because as I said, he's stuck in Gold Paladin now. So anyway, Alfred here is a grade 3 force, 13,000 Vanguard rare. As I said, open your wallet, it's going to hurt, and he is really good. On Vanguard is a continuous Oil Blaster Blade gain, plus 10,000 power, plus 5,000 shield if they're on Regard or Guardian Circle, so everywhere. they just become a 10,000 shield and 20,000 power without force gifts. That's great. I mean, this is, again, that budget deck's really neat, but with this much power, you see this is much better, right? Yeah, it distributes the power in a better way that isn't a burst turn. It's a continuous flow of power. Yes, it's all synergy based. And well, actually, the other deck is a bit synergy based anyway. Most because you need to get up Palamedes to even use Soul for other things. But my point is, between Force Gifts and Power Buffs and the early game, this deck has a lot going for it. You can just apply pressure all game. It doesn't need extra attacks. It doesn't need to wait the opponent out. It can get to the ground running and just start grinding them out. This is what I wanted to see. This is where Royal Paladin needed to go to become a bit more oomphy, to feel like it has forward momentum and isn't just, phew, well, I made that by the skin of my teeth. This is genuine. Here is my actual game plan. Vroom! Head first. And on Vanguard, when he's placed as an automatic ability, you can counterblast one, soul blast one, so the costs of Blaster Blade to return a Blaster Blade from your drop zone to your hand. Until end of turn, this unit gains plus 15,000, and if you have a card with Alfred in its name in your soul, plus 1 critical, which is pretty cute cross ride. This is how they're doing cross rides now. You get extra effects. This is how they did the Neo cross rides, and I'm glad they learned how to balance those cards out. This card's pretty decent early game. I wouldn't mind riding this first. And I do like that it works with Alfred early if you want to go, okay, now I want to spend the money. But I think it's a good card. I think the upgrade's going to be quite pricey between 8 triple rares and 4 Vanguard rares. Well, 3 to 4 Vanguard rares. I think it's worth running 3 to 4. And it's worth running first because you can soul blast the Blaster Blade you rode, return it to your hand, then bring him out, and he's strong, and you got the Force Gift plus the effects of himself, and then next turn when you ride again, he is plus 15,000 plus critical, and that power and forward momentum is probably going to be perfect guarded. It doesn't matter, it's second grade 3 ride all that much, but it's just nice to have if they can't, if they're anyone else. So I really like this card. I like it quite a lot. It is exactly what Royal Paladin needed. It's very well designed. I don't think we've actually seen power creep at all. All the cards are very, very specific in their functions, and they're very, very, specific. And that helps curb everything. You can make things open and loosey-goosey, or closed and a bit more powerful because they only interact with specific cards. And again, this is what I like. I think this is a really... Vanguard V deserves to do better than it is doing. There is so much to like about what it's doing right now. I think they're doing a bang-up job. But when I made the videos about Oracle Think Tank, I mentioned saying I hope to see other clans take off what Oracle's doing, because Oracle made 2 different decks that played decently well. I think they're both very good, but they're very different, and you probably want mages over witches unless your budget is constrained. And I think this falls into that as well. You'd probably want the other deck unless you have more open budget. And I think this is a good way to design. It doesn't feel like budget decks you are playing with garbage, which it has in the past. But anyway, that's all I have to say today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.